Restarting.
Don't give a shit what the game is.
We're going live. Everyone can hear me right now. Like, let's.
Yeah, we can hear you. Make sure that we are being also like recorded on your part.
Yeah, looks like you are. Might have to. Okay, when this goes live, guys, let me know how the audio sounds. I really have to pee though.
Yeah, we can just like keep on talking, and if we sound like shit, then they're gonna let us know.
Right.
So talking bullshit. Making us
talking about nothing.
Sorry.
This man.
Yeah, reading lots of documentation.
The documentation not fucking included.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Dude, that's literally the
Audio is fine? Alright, good. We're up. QT is no longer shitting his fucking pants. Let me pee though.
Oh, fuck yes. Oh, Falco, I think you're streaming your entire Gmail right now? You are streaming your entire Gmail. Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh, it doesn't.
God.
There's nothing. There's nothing. I don't really give a shit. There's nothing here. Like,
Alright.
it's not like they can see my password. Like, what? Did I buy porn or something? Like, oh, Elysian Shadows, your page is doing well. Season greeting.
Okay. Yeah, I just got a fucking knee-jerk reaction because usually you could have some fucking, I don't know, like a fucking...
Dude, my whole life is already on the fucking internet. There's very little that I care. Like,
that CPU that Falco bought or whatever it was, he still hasn't paid for it? Come on, dude. You wanted it ages ago.
Are we gonna be like, no, judging him based on his inbox content?
Emails from the Church of Jesus.
Wait, serious? Wait, what? What is this? Oh shit! Age changes for youth progression and ordination. Holy shit! Do you guys have this sort of mail, like, in
Still
America?
curious about, in layman's terms, what is a quaternion?
oh, a quaternion is basically how.
Not reading your email, dude.
Yeah.
Wait, someone in my email asked what a quaternion is?
No, you have an email from Quora asking if you're still interested in quaternions. You also have email
What?
from the Church of Jesus. I don't know if you check
Oh,
your
dude,
emails.
no, I don't check my fucking email.
Dude, the fucking you have mail from Church of Jesus. It's amazing.
That's good to know. Okay, I meant to mention. All right, we need to. So think about this. Since you're doing all the UI shit in an engine, for the fucking WebAssembly, what we need to do is Elysian VMU does not have a real pure libgyro implementation. It looks like everything you're doing could be done using the libgyro API, which has, you know, like draw rect, draw text and stuff. If there's a way we can make it use libgyro abstraction like later on, then that means like the PSP and Dreamcast and shit would get at least the UI, you know, which would be great because that's really the only holdup with putting it on like Dreamcast and fucking like smartphones and shit is the UI right now does not use libgyro.
But then that's the thing though, with something like EVMU, do you really want to be including a whole bunch of rendering shit? So for web, it's definitely going to be a hell of a lot quicker to just use native WebGL or Canvas, which is what I'm doing now for the Pro.
No, but like the point of libgyro is you're wrapping it like.
Yeah, I understand your point. I guess it just depends on what you're trying to target. Like with me, I'd try and reduce the amount of libs, because for me to achieve that, it is possible we can just wrap a SDL or something.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying from an interface perspective. Just like make sure that you're rendering with the libgyro interface, and then the web implementation is whatever you want to do, native, you know what I mean? So that the emulator has a standalone build that's using the interface, and then for each platform, you know, like draw rect or whatever the fuck is using native. I'm not saying actually share the implementation of the render code.
Oh, he just wants to abstract it.
Yes, yeah. So that, you know, each implementation, all you have to do is when they implement gyro video rect and draw text, you know, the code base can already use it. I'm not saying we should share renderers at all. Like, that's the point of libgyro, is it's an abstraction where each platform is native. I'm just saying, like, we should put that abstraction in place so that, you know, there's a standalone build that just using libgyro and however you implement on that platform can do that, like later on.
You could just set up a simple GL render, I guess, for testing, and then that'd probably just compile directly to the web. But for my purposes, at least, I agree with you. It'd be good to have a common interface where you can just do rendering all at once, like all in one thing, and that's all using libgyro. It's a good idea.
That's why, like, look at. Let me fucking. All I'm saying is something like. Where the fuck is share screen?
I could show off some cool shit as well, by the way. I figured out how to format the Flash, so.
Nice. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah. So this is a libgyro video API. You know, like bind texture, set alpha. It's almost exactly OpenGL. Like basically, most of what you're doing is like draw quad or draw rectangle. You know, and then draw text. I'm just saying, like the same way that we're doing like all the other shit, like input and like fucking everything else to the libgyro API. If we could get the UI layer to do this, and like obviously, if there's something that is not in this API that you need, you know, we would add it. But I'm just saying then, like, the UI that you're building is also cross-platform for everyone, but then each one has their own native implementation of this API.
Yeah, well, what's cool about Inscription is it already has ports for things like GLFW and SDL. SDL1 and SDL2. So if you got rendering working in that, you can pretty much just have it working.
Yeah, but I would do it in OpenGL, though. We don't use SDL for rendering.
No. This is what I mean. It uses WebGL.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, that would be great. We should... So right now, is your renderer just like pure WebGL?
It's using what's called JavaScript Canvas just for prototype.
Right. But we would still need a little bit of an abstraction for PSP and Dreamcast. But yeah, basically, we could share that with like everything that supports OpenGL, which is most of the shit.
If the VMU already had some rendering solution in it, I'd just be using that straight out, but as it stands, it doesn't, which is why I was able to do the CLI as well.
Right.
But yeah, if you want, dude, I can share my screen and show some shit off, but it's going to broadcast 2 monitors again, so you might have to stretch me over 2 of yours.
That's cool.
To cut it off, you know?
Yeah, go for it.
I think it's gonna be fine. Like I'm shutting a widescreen and somehow it works out, so it's fine.
Yeah, your shit looks alright. Let me stop sharing my shit.
And let me turn off the Hangouts so you're not broadcasting your face.
Alright.
Let me know when it's all set up.
Oh yeah, you can see yourself. You can see you.
Yeah, can you see even console output and shit?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, for anyone who doesn't believe it's actually working, we've got some actual debug logs direct from libgyro with everything that the VMU has. This fucking the data that we're loading. We're loading this live direct from the web right here.
Nice.
Loading directly into what I've actually done here. It's not like this is just running some native code. This is actually the VMU core library as a
that's I can even show you that's literally the same debug output that I get, like, you know, natively.
Yeah. You want to see something else that's cool? So right now it's Chow Adventure 2, right? Watch this. Boom.
Very nice.
Wait, did you just load it? Did you just drop and did you wait?
Yeah.
Yeah, just drag and drop a ROM
into the fucking browser.
Yep, that's gonna be fucking
Tell me
sick.
which one. What do we want? Snake. Let's get Snake. It doesn't have any input yet, which is fucking annoying, but that's what we need.
Right.
I need to develop the abstraction layer in libgyro a little bit.
It's pretty simple, man. Just implement Jai keyboard poll or whatever.
Snake. There we go. Any DCI file. It also works with VMS.
Yep, it should. Also, there are other files too. It should work with .vmu, which is just a full binary file, and also with .dcm, which is a full image rip from Nexus. There's a couple other files that people use. Like, dude, you should try it with a full image. Do you have that ROMs folder I'm sharing with you?
I have no idea. Like, I remember it.
Let me think. Can I just... Maybe I can put it in Discord? Or...
It's not. Yeah, you just throw it in Discord or something.
Alright, so that would be a good test, because some of those have a lot of shit going on them. Let me actually test locally and see which one has what, and then let me share my screen, and we'll grab like a complicated one to put your shit to test. Okay, so sharing, here's my shit, here's random EVMU. I don't remember which one of these was, I want to find like the busiest one that has like files and games. 3 might have been pretty busy. 3, Okay, that doesn't have a game, but it has a shitload of files. One sec. Anyone with a game? Maybe I can put a game in it. VMU 0.
You guys want to see CLI VMU at 60 FPS?
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, you have an epileptic fit if you're just trying to play this. It probably doesn't broadcast properly, but what I'm seeing now is crazy. The flickering is insane.
Yeah, we're not getting every frame, but that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Is there a
I mean, I guess we have like a fucking epileptic seizure simulator now.
Yep. Alright, here, I'll make you a... Let me make you a good file. Okay, let me come over here and let me delete some shit and make room. How much space do we have? 16. I think VMU Tetris is fucking tiny, so Tetris.vms. Oh shit, I just hit an assert. Let's see. So you won't have any way of visualizing non-game files right now, so you need one of these files with a game in it. Let's just make you an image. Okay. So what game do we want to start with? Let me do one that I know you haven't tried. Wait, have you tried VMU Pac-Man? You have, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, you probably haven't done Pinata Quest from fucking Skies of Arcadia, right?
Nope. I just got some of the most popular ones on.
Yeah.
Which isn't even blue anymore. Have you seen this? It's red.
Yeah, I know, it's fucking weird. That's the enemy, man. We gotta do better. We gotta beat him.
I'm gonna scrape all of their...
Did I tell you who that is? When I was young, this guy was like my hero, and I would like message him, dude, I want to be like you. How'd you learn how to code and shit? And basically one time, he was like, fuck off, dude. Leave me alone. You're bothering me. And I was like, oh, hell fucking no, dude. So yeah, I grew up, and like, yeah, now we are going to do better than...
Also, I'm eating a Twinkie.
Nice.
I'm American every day.
Yeah, you are from hanging out with us. Dude, where the fuck is... Wait, I couldn't hear you.
It's Pinta Quest.
What's what?
It's not Pinata Quest, man. But that sounds...
Oh, Pinta Quest. Oh yeah, you're right. I'm a fucking idiot.
Pinata Quest?
Yeah, I'm retarded. My bad. That's
Prisoner, do you have a build of your game?
I do.
of his
Do you want to send it to
engine.
me? I can
Sure.
try and see if that actually runs. That'd be cool.
Sure. What's your username on the Discord?
Okay, all right. So here's Pinta Quest because I'm a dipshit.
I'll message you.
And then let's drag. You see, like, look, I can populate the memory card with like whatever the fuck I want. These are just random game files. Oh, whoops. And I'm gonna just like pre-populate it with there's a game and then a bunch of shit, and then send it to you and see how the aggregate works. Do you need any special code to be able to load a different extension?
If it's all supported by that same one call,
It is. Okay, cool. I
as
think.
long as it's a single file, that's all I need right now.
Okay,
It doesn't
cool.
support multiple
I'm out of space. Let's see. Let me
So
export
if you don't
file.
have input emulated yet, then you probably won't be able to get very far because there's a splash screen at the top.
If he doesn't have what emulated? Input?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Because you
I
have
just
to
wanna
make an input to go past it.
I just want to see if it's going to run because I found with some VMUs they're just sometimes not running so well. Some
Okay.
just outright don't work.
Which ones don't work? Just let me know and I'll make sure they work on my end. Alright. Look in general chat and I sent you an image. Try loading that. It's an aggregate I just made. And it should have the Pinta Quest. What the fuck ever. Whatever.
I don't see shit in general chat.
Oh, upload failed. Wow, what a piece of shit. Hold on. Oh, is it not gonna let me upload a .bin? Fucking piece of shit. Wait, it worked, I think. See it?
Oh yeah, it's there.
Yeah, it's
I forgot what this game was even like. Anyway. Let me give you the screen. Wherever the fuck you are. But yeah, it should just work.
Let me know when you're ready and we'll
Yeah, you can see your shit.
over the truth. Boom. Oh yeah.
Oh, it's sweet. So, yep, alright, well, fucking A. And dude, that is full of games, you know. So if you could visualize what all's in there, there's a fuckload in there.
Yeah, I was looking at is that the file system calls it? I want like bring your file systems back and shit.
Yeah. So it's like when you open a file, it's kind of like looking through the file system in case someone loads something and like it doesn't like it crashes or something. I'd log like basically the gist of like the file system, you know, so I could debug it. So yeah, a bunch of those would be like parsing through data files and shit like that. So that's good. Hey, you Rise 510. But yeah, it looks good. It looks fucking good.
YouTube folk. Dude, we haven't had anyone talking YouTube for a while.
Is YouTube on? Oh,
I mean,
fuck.
the guy just came and he said, yo, so apparently...
Oh, okay, is that YouTube? Okay. But yeah, dude, after you get this shit up, if it's all GL-based, dude, we should make it, like, abstract that and make sure, like, the libgyro API is there to use, like, libgyro for that. And then basically your UI code is, like, cross-platform as fuck, and you'd even be making the UI for, like, the Dreamcast build and shit.
Yeah, the cool thing is you don't really need to abstract much when you can just use standard STL GL calls since the pod's already written. What the guy does is basically written a JavaScript library, and either that or it's a C++ lib, I can't remember, but either one of them he just calls native JS calls.
Nice.
Like he just translates STL to JavaScript WebGL implementation, so it's pretty cool.
But by the way, when you're reloading, are you just like formatting the flash with Gyro VMU Flash?
Let me tell you exactly.
Or are you actually deleting that specific file, or how are you doing it? I was going to show you how this works.
I'm doing flash format default and
then
flash root block print.
Okay, if you look at my screen, everything file system-wise in gyro VMU flash.h. Basically, gyro VMU directory flash dir entry. This is the main file handle. This is basically the file handle format or class struct, whatever. So if you have an object or a pointer to one of those, that's a file. So you can grab this. Will, for example, return the object representing, you know, the game in Flash. This will represent, like, these are special built-in files that might be in there. You can find one by name. You can, let's see, Flash directory index. You can grab. Oh, this returns the file number from the pointer. Let's see. So you can grab them by index. You can grab them by whatever. And there are a bunch of different commands or functions that operate on the file entry. So first, grab a handle to a file entry, and then you can do gyro VMU flash file delete. See right here, and then just pass it the file entry. So that's basically it. Most of the exact manipulation comes from the file entry, and when you're visualizing this file entry here, has like a bunch of information like file type, copy protection, and then if you want the actual like raw header from it, let's see, there should be a get header from that right here. Jai VMU flash directory VMS header. That VMS header is what has like all of the information I'm displaying in the file system table. It's all coming from just grabbing the directory entries and then grabbing the VMS header from them. Like this shit. This is all basically just for like if this is game 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, I basically grab the directory entry, Jai VMU flash at index, 0, 1 through 4, I have a directory entry, and then from there I grab the VMS header from the directory entry. And then VMS file info, the header has a bunch of shit in it, the description, the app that created it, how many icons and all that shit, CRC. So this is like your entry point in the file system is this file. There's like a low-level API and a high-level API. The low-level one is the raw fat block. You can access the individual fat blocks, like if you wanted to do it at block level. But then the file API is basically a level of abstraction around that. So probably don't want to do that.
Cool.
Dude, we need to fucking... Yeah, this guy's right, dude. I'm sorry. Let me write that down.
Yeah,
the fucking...
competition,
yeah.
I was just like writing to him that if we don't get it like this, because I think we even decided on who won it.
Yeah, we
Like,
did. We
never
just
announced
never
it.
fucking, and we have it somewhere. I need to fucking.
Yeah, so essentially.
But I want to find all the fucking files too, so we can show everyone, like when we announce the winner.
Yeah.
I'm writing that down.
So what I was going to say is that like if we don't get around to do that like in the near future, then I definitely do that in January.
I'll try to have it.
First thing. Yeah, I'm just saying like if we don't sort it, if we don't manage to sort it out like right now, then after I'm back from holidays, that's like the first thing I'm dealing with, like figuring out where all the submissions are and all of our discussions about it and comments, because yeah, we should handle that.
Right.
But right now I'm just too focused on the demo, like I can't really, and I have fucking 7 days before I leave the country.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I'll see if I can find it in my emails and then pull it up by next time. Worst case, then we'll do it when Patrick says. But I totally keep forgetting about that because I had so much other shit going on.
Yeah.
I need to do that. I added, by the way, that was what you were seeing the other day. I added, where the fuck did it go? I added a bunch of shit to the GyroMath API for quaternions. Because we needed some quaternion shit in ES, and I realized, like, what the fuck, we don't even support quaternions. And they should be in libgyro so that you can hardware accelerate them, like we have with matrices, the matrix stack, and with vectors. The way it works is if it's not hardware accelerated, gyroplatform.h. If you're just like porting to a new platform and you don't have time to hardware accelerate it, you just pound define. Where the fuck is it? Oh, GyroMath no assembly, and then it will use the plain C software implementation, and then later on you can for like PSP later on you can make it use the vector unit, but that's what you want to do when you're retargeting, like just to get it all building, like you don't have to have that shit immediately.
Good to know. Good to know.
Dude, I needed. I'm still working on it. A first-person view controller for ES to help like when you push P right now, you have like a debug camera to help like visualize the game in 3D when you're making the level. I'm trying to work on a first-person camera, and I realized like I wanted some shit that I was doing. I needed some quaternions. Like I said, I went through and fucking added quaternion support, and then that led me to the templates.
Was
the
it like
accursed
someone
templates.
Oh, it's amazing.
Was it someone fucking asking if they could make like a Doom clone?
Oh yeah, that guy. But yeah, he definitely would be using this shit too. But oh yeah, he definitely can do that. And oh yeah, now it will be way the fuck easy because it will actually be built into the engine, like first person camera view. Like I want it to be like when you're making levels. Yeah, I haven't heard you talk though, but when you're making levels, like how you push P and you can visualize it in 3D. I want it to either be you have a controller, you can make it like the debug camera view controller that can walk around in 3D to make sure you're elevating shit properly, or you can push P or something and swap to the first person camera, which should be pretty fucking useful. Where is what I was talking? Oh, primitive. But that got me off on. So I made a fucking goddamn motherfucking template from fucking hell for the map here.
Holy shit.
Hold on. Oh, that's nothing. Oh, yeah. Right here. This is our matrix. Our overall matrix class. Because I realized with the quaternions and with some other shit, I actually needed, we only basically had 4x4 matrices in the engine. And I realized, there's some shit we need, 2x2 and, 3x2. So I didn't want to have to, write all this code for it. So instead, I made a gigantic shit show clusterfuck mega template from hell that's also const expert. So you can, do a whole bunch of complicated transforms and shit at compile time as long as it's on constants. So this new template class is so abstract that all vectors all vectors are now specialized matrices, right? So everything's basically going to inherit from matrix, and it adds the ability to do a lot of really cool shit built into the engine now with matrices. Let me see if I still I don't have it, but basically you'll be able to do matrix float or int, whatever the fuck. Oh my god, I didn't push build. Fuck. Float, and then you can be 3x2 or whatever. Mat is equal, and you'll be able to make it 2.0, 1.0, 1.0, 3.0, C 1.0, 4.0. And you'll have, like, you know, full support for, like, multiplying it by other matrices, transforming vectors, like, as long as the sizing is right, you know, for row to column, you know, they have to be, like, the same sizes. And then it handles, like, all the dot producting, cross producting of any arbitrary size vector and matrix and shit. But still in Lua, there's no templates in Lua, so you don't declare it like that. In Lua, they're just defined. So this won't change anything for you, Jacob. For Lua, they are still... Where the fuck are they? For Lua, they are still... Oh my god.
Is there a reason you're not using something like GLM for this? Or do you just like to touch it?
No, I can't because that doesn't support the... That doesn't support the Dreamcast. Like, that wouldn't do me any good. That's not on all the platforms I need.
So you wouldn't compile, or you just wouldn't have the data types you need?
I don't think it would... I mean, isn't the whole point of GLM that it's using the SSE instructions?
Honestly, I didn't look too much.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it right now. It wouldn't build because we don't have SSE on Dreamcast. The whole point of this abstraction is that is that it can run on every platform and be hardware accelerated properly. So that libgyro, matrix, and vector allow you to do inline assembly for them, and we have that like on ARM Neon and whatever. Not to mention, I would bet a lot of money that this is more powerful than GLM. Let me see. I have yet to see an API that's this powerful. I went through like a bunch of different APIs. Let's see.
I guess I was just naive thinking since you can compile C++11, it might support GLM, but yeah, you're right with the SSE instruction.
The whole point of like GLM and shit is that it's supposed to be hardware accelerated to be really fast.
Yeah, I'm using it.
Is that even on Mac? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's fine, but like it doesn't really target what we would need.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, it doesn't target all of that.
But let me see what the API even looks like. Type def vec2 height 32. Can you declare arbitrarily sized matrices? Like arbitrarily
There is a way, yeah. It's using some template. What's the compile time on that shit, by the way? Because every time I try and go crazy with templates, my fucking compiler hates me.
Yeah. I mean, that's what a good one will be. Well, for what can be compile time, you know, if it's not known till runtime, you can't fucking... Obviously, you can't do that, so vec2, vec4. Oh, that's funny. I just added swizzle operations to ours, too. Yep, I just added the swizzle shit to ours. GLM vec4. Let me see real quick. And then not to mention I have to do things a little differently to get it similarly supported in Lua, to get it bound to Lua and make things accessible to Lua, you know? So there's another layer of abstraction that has to be added. There's more to that too. And if I don't have...
Thing with GLM and JavaScript wrappers.
Right.
It's cancer. I might as well have just... I mean, eventually I'd like to learn the math, but right now I just want to get a game done. It's been far too long on the engine Dev-A-Thon.
Nah, dude, this just took like one day to fucking do this, or like half. It was a night. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm shit on the actual mathematics side. I know roughly what's going on, but some of this shit is still fucking confusing me. I just need to spend some time learning it.
GLM is really for graphics, which doesn't need more than 4 dimensions. So no, this doesn't do what I would want it to do or need it to do. Actually, not only that, but I think it's 5x5 is actually really common in 3D physics for tensors. So yeah, this wouldn't do. It's not quite doing what I'm doing.
30th first Elysian Shadows is a 5D game.
What
It's a metaphysical game.
Fucking make you question reality. It's $3
Oh, see,
with every purchase.
Quaternian's not even part of the main. Quaternian's an extension.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah, fuck that.
Quaternion are annoying math, pretty much.
Dude, I fucking love Quaternions though. as an artist, I fucking love them.
Oh, it depends for me.
Yeah, but for
I mean,
programmers,
yeah, like working with them,
Now,
with them,
sometimes they simplify the shit out of things.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
here is the deal. Like, vast majority of artists fucking hate Quaternions, and I fucking love them because I at least know what's the... Like, I appreciate what they give me, and what they
I felt
give me
the
is not a
mail.
fucking gimbal lock. And everyone fucking hates gimbal locks.
Like so NES, it's like super fluid to like swap between a quaternion and like a direction vector and angle. So like NES, it really should be. There are times when quaternions reduce the amount of computation and complexity for something, and there are times where they're just more a pain in the ass. So really, it's I just do whatever is best for the scenario. I don't really think that quaternions are always better or not quaternions are always better.
Quaternions are better for smooth stuff instead of vector tree in rotations.
Yeah,
I
rotations.
wanted to say that Falco's desktop just gave me PTSD before. Did anybody else